Hey old soul, just over a year ago I sold everything I owned in Australia and moved with my ex-husband and 3 kids to this beautiful land of Bali. Now I travel first class around the world, teaching people how to manifest their dream life. If you're ready to step into a paradigm that's so wild, so freeing, so abundant, then you're exactly where you need to be. Welcome. Good morning. It's such a beautiful day today in sunny Bali. It's Clever Ever coming at you live. And today on the Ever Show. God, look at that ego coming through on the Ever Show. Clever Ever. Too funny. Okay, I'm going to dive deep. I'm going to give you guys some really powerful metaphors and analogies that are going to help activate, take you to the next level in your life and in your business, and just help you live a life beyond your wildest dreams. So here it is. Your soul comes into this reality, and I want you to imagine that you are at this dance studio. So you walk in to this dance studio and everybody's dancing. Now, this is your first time at this dance studio, and people are doing square dancing and ballet and just all these random things. Now, every single person there at this dance studio that's doing all their crazy dances and all these things is asking you to dance with them. Now, you've got funny Barry on the left who's doing weird things and looking a little bit creepy. You've got interesting Karen on the right who's giving you creepy eyes. And you've got all these people dancing in really unique ways. Now, here's the trick. Do you go and dance with all these people doing all these interesting dance moves, or do you hold back and observe everyone dancing in a really unique way and go, actually, crazy Barry's not for me, actually Karen's not really for me? And you kind of hold back and you wait until maybe like Suave Benny comes on the dance floor and he's got like an 8-pack and he's really hot and he's embodied. He's got this really good energy about him. He's not seeking validation. He's not out of sync. And you wait a while. Now, this is you observing life. You wait a while and you're observing all these people on the dance floor. And then Suave Benny comes up to you and he grabs your hand and he pulls you in, and all of a sudden you're in this aura of magnetism and you feel so good and amazing and you feel so hot because Suave Benny's come over and danced with you on the dance floor. Now, what this metaphor is a metaphor for life. What 99.9999% of us do is we give energy to Karen and to Barry and to all these people that we don't need to give energy to. And then all of a sudden we're manifesting the Barrys and the Karens. And if these are any of your names, do not take offense to it. This is purely just for the metaphor. They're beautiful names. I'm just, whatever's flowing through is coming through, and that's what I'm channeling right now. So what we have to understand is that we are powerful, potent souls. And this 3D reality that we have come to experience, we have to stop giving energy to the things that we do not desire. If we are constantly dancing with the creepy Barrys and the interesting Karens and all these people that we don't fully feel aligned to, then we get stuck. Then we get stuck and we don't get to go to the next level of wealth. We don't get to go to the next level of our life. Now, life is Play-Doh. It is a fabricated illusion of our thoughts and our feelings. And how we truly and utterly get ahead is by realizing that it's a dance. And it's sitting with, what are we dancing to? What elements of your life do you keep dancing with that you no longer want in your life anymore? What people are you dancing with that you don't want to dance with anymore? What facets of your bank balance are you dancing with that you don't want to dance with anymore? What events do you keep going to? What social outings, what activities are you dancing with every single day that you no longer want to dance with? and we sit with those. We sit with the parts of us that we're ready to discard. Of course, the beeping's coming on. I feel like Mercury's in retrograde today. I don't know. I think Mercury just entered Pluto or something along those lines. So funny. I'm having banging. I'm having beeping from my water system. Okay. So in order to go to the next level in your life and in your wealth and manifest higher levels of wealth and to activate the overflow of abundance that has always been yours, it requires you to discard pieces within you that you are no longer. So it requires you to shed layers of past versions of you that you are no longer. What we have to understand is that when we change, every single event up until now changes. Every single event in your life actually changes when you change. And so you will see people falling out of your life because in the quantum field, that thread of every single event in time no longer exists. And so when we are working with that thread of disappearing, then the people disappear. Those places disappear. You stop going to things that you used to go to. You stop working with people that you used to work with. I was working with a cleaner for 1.5 years and she went away and she's come back and she's asked to work with me again. And I love her dearly, but it doesn't feel aligned because I'm in a different level of consciousness, which means I'm manifesting different people. And that is literally from everything in your business, in your home, all the people that you hire, all the staff that you work with. When you change rapidly, if your staff cannot keep up with the vibration of your change, they're going to fall away. They're going to fall away. And that's where really, really good leadership comes in, because you need to make sure that everyone is constantly tapped into the vision so that they stay on the same timeline and you're not having mismatched timelines in your life and in your business. And this is why a lot of clients come to me and they're like, Eva, my partner won't get on board with where I'm going, with what I'm doing. And it becomes quite challenging because in a lot of those cases, and I'm not saying this is your case, so don't take this to heart, always use discernment, as I always say, but in a lot of those cases, what's actually happening is that you're shifting timelines, you're changing so rapidly, and that partner may not be able to shift to that higher timeline with you. And in this case, if your partner or your friends or the people that love you are struggling to shift to that higher timeline with you, you are naturally going to see them fall away. And if you're feeling like you're playing this game of limbo and you're going back and forth with certain people, it's because you keep switching timelines, which makes it harder for the universe to manifest the thing that you desire. And that's sort of where we get stuck in this loop where it's like things will move and then they go back. Things will move and they'll go back. This will happen, then it will come back. And it's kind of like a rubber band going in, then going out, going in, then going out. And we've got to be mindful that if you are not good at holding the frequency of the thing that you desire, you are going to have a 3D reality that feels stagnant. So you've got to have things in your day that lock you into that reality, because there is a journey of discarding. You've got to kind of think of it as you've got all this heaviness from the old timeline on you and you've got to discard it. You've got to get rid of it. And usually this goes through like the caterpillar to the butterfly metamorphosis. This is usually where transformation's uncomfortable. This is usually when most people give up. It's when most people go back to the old timeline because they don't like the discomfort of what they have to go through to discard all the things that they are not to get to the higher timeline. I want you to think of timelines, and nothing in this reality is linear, but when we're looking at higher frequencies, they are higher. It's like the rocket that goes up into outer space. What does a rocket do? It has to constantly let go of all the things to make it go higher and higher and higher. That's what you have to do. That's why so many people say it's lonely at the top, and it's not that it's lonely at the top, it's just that you have a lot less people around you, because a lot less people are able to hold these lighter frequencies. Because think about it like a cold day. You've got all these jumpers on you and you don't want to let them go, and it's going to be uncomfortable to be cold. It's going to be uncomfortable to stand there in the cold, so you just want to be cozy and keep your little jumper on and go, oh, this is so nice, instead of going, actually, when I take my jumper off and I jump into that really, 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 really cold, icy pool, well, when I swim all the way down to the bottom and come out the other side, oh, there's a light beyond my wildest dreams. But I had to discard the jumper because that's not me. I'm not a jumper. I'm not a jumper. I am so much more than a jumper, and you have to go through this process of transformation. And that's literally what we are doing in my 4-day immersion in Bali. We are going through this deep activated, fast changing process of transformation. And most people don't like transformation. People don't want to shift and change. There was this really, really beautiful quote by P. Scallon, and he says that the people that have been with you for a very, very, very long time in your life have witnessed you die 1,000,000 times. Death is a part of life. Our skin cells change all the time. Every single year we are regenerating. Our nails are constantly growing. Our hair constantly dies and grows. Death is a part of the journey. If you desire a life beyond your wildest dreams, and this is so interesting and so true, if you desire a life of insane amounts of wealth, everything in you that is not wealthy must die. It must completely and utterly die in order to be a magnet, because like attracts like. How do you attract insane amounts of abundance if you don't feel abundant? It's basic science. It's wealth, 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 more wealth. You have to feel wealthy every single day. And most people look at their bank account and then all of a sudden, they're back into the illusion of the 3D instead of being a vision of the future. You have to be your future self. You have to be in this world, not of it. You are your soul. You have to look at life like you are God. You are the source. You are the creator. Life is a canvas of your thoughts, of your feelings, of you painting the canvas. Every time you think that you are not wealthy or any of that stuff, it's like you're getting trapped in the painting of life, in the fabric of life. It's not real. The 3D reality is a far denser reality than who you truly are at your core. You create the 3D, the matter, from non-matter, from form. That's why you cannot change the 3D from the 3D. Action is the bridge from you to the 3D. Action is you, and you go like you with the paintbrush going, actually, I'll just add a little bit more money here, I'll just put a bit more there, I'll just do this, I'll just do this. But if you're taking action from, and the 3D, so kind of think of it like this is a really weird thing that's coming through right now. You've got the earth, like this is your life, and then this is you. And then this is kind of like the bridge between you and your life. Now, when you get stuck in interesting thoughts and feelings and structures, so you think that you're not wealthy, you're more stuck in the painting than in who you are. Because this version, this is a soul, you know that you can manifest $1 million in a second, billions of dollars in a second. You know you can have anything you want. You are completely and utterly limitless. You close your eyes, you go to the Maldives, you go to France, you can go down a water slide. You can do anything in 2 seconds when you close your eyes. Now, when you're in the 3D and you start having thoughts like, oh, it's not working, it's really slow, you're stuck in the illusion of the image, of the picture, of the art canvas. This is not you. You're getting trapped. It's like the fly in the glass jar that just keeps hitting the side of the glass jar and can't get out. But when you realize you're the soul and you are, oh, I can just draw a bit here. Oh, yep. Okay, I'm just going to go enjoy the Maldives, go down another water slide, go on a private jet, go to the yacht club, whatever you want in your mind. Then when you've constructed that enough and the picture's quite clear in the studio of your soul, then, we'll just draw a little bit here. We'll just draw a bit more there. But when most of us are stuck here, we can't get into our soul because we're so stuck in the illusion that this is real. This is not real. If you're thinking that you're broke, you're stuck in the illusion of life. You're stuck in the canvas of your life. That's not real. You're not broke. You're limitless. If you can close your eyes right now and feel what it feels like to have $1 million in your bank account, you can realize how wealthy you are. When you feel that feeling enough, we have to draw it here because that's how powerful you are. It has to transmute. It's almost like you're overflowing with the abundance of feeling wealthy. And it's like, let's have some more money here. Let's have some more money there. But you have to understand that you are so powerful that if you're feeling thoughts of lack and not enough, we'll draw it here. We'll draw it there. The universe doesn't go, we know what she wants, we know what she doesn't want. It's, you're so freaking powerful. Whatever you give energy to manifests. And so if you're looking at your life and it's not what you desire, you have to take radical responsibility and go, okay, cool. I've obviously been feeling a lot of feelings of lack and things not working. So how do I come back to soul? Because you have to understand that it's kind of like a feedback loop. broke, and then you're here and you're manifesting more broke because you're stuck like the fly in the jar that never seems to get out. But when you can get further away and actually go, I'm a soul having a human experience, I'm so fucking powerful. The real me is when I close my eyes. The only way I can truly see who I am is when I close my eyes. Now, the goals, the dreams, the things that you desire to manifest, provided that you're not manifesting them because when I manifest this, my mum will be happy, or my dad will be happy, or everyone will see me that never saw me at school. Provided that you close your eyes and that thing makes you feel so good. And it can be fame, it can be money. The universe doesn't go, oh, you can't have fame, you can't have money. There's nothing bad in the eyes of the universe. Everything is neutral. It's just that you desire to manifest it from soul. That is what your soul's coming to bring forth. There is a dream in you that's so big that your soul's like, come on. It keeps whispering it to you. It feels so good. And when you tap into that, tap in more, tap in bigger, you can see the future. Everything is connected. There is no, everything is happening now in the entire universe. But there is a delay from your soul to here. So when you feel rich in your mind, there is a delay, there is a lag time. The 3D is so dense. Imagine it like this, like you're up here and then it's taking ages to come down to here. It's like, okay, let's just take a while. But then you're like, oh, it hasn't manifested. Why is it not? Instead of, yeah, of course it's manifested. I'm here, I'm not down here. I'm not down here. This is not you. The 3D reality is not you. You get to be excited because you've already seen it in your mind. It's already manifested. You're living up here in this higher consciousness no matter what. You are happy no matter what. You can go to the Maldives. You can go to France. You can go to the Empire State Building. Whatever you desire in 2 seconds. This is the real reality. This is a dense conversion of everything up here. This is just feedback for you to go, huh, that's who I'm being. Oh, what a nice mirror image of who I'm being. Okay, let's change who I'm being internally up here, and then it will start manifesting down here. I hope this is making sense and it's not going over your mind. It can be so crazy to truly understand, but we've heard it all a million times. This is not your first rodeo. If you're here listening to this video right now, you have been insanely wealthy in a past life, but our souls sign up and we choose to have amnesia. What perfect journey is a journey where we start completely forgetting where we are and having to come back to who we are. You are insanely wealthy at your core. You don't need to try and find it. You don't need to chase it. You just need to be it. You just need to remember that you can close your eyes and have all the wealth in the entire universe. Feel that enough every single day and then it manifests. It always, always, always manifests because that's how powerful you are. So the journey is remembering how fucking powerful you are. Your ego will go, oh, I want all this money. And it's like, your soul just wants you to experience wealth because that's what it is at its core. And when you're not feeling wealthy, it feels uncomfortable because you're like, oh, this is not who I am. Lack is not you. You are insanely wealthy. You are insanely abundant. Money is just a tool in this 3D reality for us to experience wealth. But always remember that you cannot change the 3D from the 3D. You cannot. You can only change the 3D from you internally, from a higher consciousness. You cannot solve the problem from the same level of consciousness that got you into the problem. If you're trying to fix your life from the 3D, it's never going to work. You have to go visualize. You have to be an energetic match. You're living in the future reality even when you can't see it in the 3D reality. So stop giving the 3D power. When it hasn't manifested in the 3D, you just go, interesting, it's coming, thank you, because you're living in a different dimension. You're living ahead of your time. You always have to come ahead of your time. The only proof you have that it's coming is by who you are being every day. Which dimension are you living in every day? You're living in the future dimension, the future reality. Everything is working out for you no matter what, because you can see a vision for your life that's so clear that of course takes a while because the 3D reality is so dense. The 3D reality is like this slow old man that's like, let's get all the puzzle pieces together. Oh gosh. And then it's like, oh, actually, let's just find her $1 million in that day instead of trickling it in like she wants. You know, that it's going to surprise you and it's going to shock you. But you just have to keep expecting miracles because you're living in this reality, not this reality. You are in this world, you are not of it. The 3D is to observe and to only give energy to the parts of the 3D that you desire more of. If you are getting insane love from your partner, interact with that, relish that, explore that, dance with that. But if you are constantly getting this reality and this low bank balance or whatever it is, you don't give that energy. You just go, yes, thank you for the $1 million in my bank account. Thank you for everything working for me. And everyone's like, oh, it's crazy, it's delusional. No, it's not. Because you've been conditioned to think that you are this, you're not, you're this. You're a soul having a human experience. You are not a human in a human experience. You don't die and that's all there is. There is so much more to this. Remember who you are. Wake up. The only way you can bring in insane amounts of wealth and abundance is by you realizing how powerful you are. Every single successful person in the entire universe realizes that they cannot change their reality from their reality. They have to go deep into their mind, into their soul to rejig and reconfigure. Why do you think every single famous athlete on the planet spends half their life visualizing? Because they realize they cannot change the 3D from the 3D. 80% is an inner game, 20% is an outer game. That 20% is you reacting in the 3D and playing with what you desire. 80% is who you're being, is the energy that you're seeing, the energy that you're embodying. So keep dancing with the future version of yourself and don't dance with the 3D reality unless you want more of it. It's really that simple. And if you are ready to change your entire life, go to the next level, live a life beyond your wildest dreams, I invite you to Bali. We are going to go deep. It's going to be the most powerful, potent 4-day immersion that you have ever had in your entire life. And the energy in Bali is going to align you deeper with the future version of yourself, with the future reality. The dreams that you desire you too. There's only one reason that the dreams that you keep feeling are in your mind every day, because they're knocking on your door. You are one in like a trillion. The way that you are going to achieve wealth is not like every other person. Stop copying everyone else. The only way you know how to achieve wealth is by tapping into your soul. You have to come from this version of reality. They'll tell you to hustle. They'll tell you to do this. They'll tell you to do that. They'll tell you to do X, Y, Z. The only way you can achieve and master wealth is by tapping into the nature of who you are, because your soul has an essence and an energy that no other soul on the entire planet has. That's why we're all puzzle pieces of this greater thing. So stop giving your power away and thinking that it has to be like XYZ. Don't look at the 3D and go, oh my gosh, he's doing this many sales calls. I'm not doing that. I can't have that. Fuck no. You are so powerful. You just close your eyes and see the money coming through, and it comes through. You take inspired action that is in alignment with your soul. When you plant a seed in the ground, you have no idea which way the tree's going to grow. You keep planting seeds every single day. You keep embodying the version of you that already has it. You always come from the wish fulfilled. Always be in the energy of the wish fulfilled, because that's the energy of your soul. You are not the human. Have to come from the energy of your soul, because that is the highest possible vibration of you. And of course, it's 77% on my phone right now. I'm going to leave you there. I truly hope this helped you. Everything that you desire is coming for you. Your only job is to believe it, receive it, go out there and play and dance and just scream at the top of your lungs and say, I am ready. I am absolutely ready. Guide me, use me as a vessel, because I have everything I could ever want and more. And through that energy of you already have everything that you could ever want and more, everything that you could ever desire will come at you so hard and fast you won't ever know what hit you. Have the most beautiful, magical day. I love you. I see you. If you feel the call to come and join me in the Connect to Your Spirit Guides Masterclass next week, definitely comment below. If you're ready to come to Bali, definitely comment below. But I'm here for you. My only intention for this group is that every single person that ever comes through my trainings, my teachings, whether it's free, whether it's paid, I don't care. It's that you activate and awaken to wealth consciousness, because it's who you are at your core. You are so fucking wealthy. You just have to remember how wealthy you are. All of you have been millionaires in past lives. All of you have been so insanely wealthy. You just have to remember. Big love, old souls. Mwah.